what is the point of life? What is our purpose here on planet Earth as human beings? This is the existential question everybody asks at some point, but the answer is clearly laid out in the Bhagavad Gita. Once you hear Krishna's answer, you will never, ever, ever be confused again. And I promise you that you will remember it deep inside of you forever. So let's get started. In chapter 2, verse 44 of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, mankind's only real objective is to reach union with God. Okay? To reach union with God. Every single soul has to find its way back to God. What is this also? This is also the definition of Sanatan Dharma, the eternal law. The eternal law says that every single soul has to find its way back to God. Okay? So, very, very clear answer. Very clear answer. The role of human beings, the main role is to reach union with God. So let's say this is the what. Okay? We have established what is our purpose. Our purpose is God, reaching union with God. Let's call that the destination. Okay? This is our destination as human beings, as souls, as spirits. So now we know what is our destination. How will we get there? How we get there is the vehicle. Okay? So if you want to get to a place, you will either travel by, let's say, by bus, you will travel by plane, you will travel by car, or you will travel by bicycle. Okay? These are your vehicles. So what is the vehicle of spiritual to reach a connection, union with God? It's called yoga. Okay? Yoga, don't get confused with hatha yoga. Hatha yoga is what you do on a mat with postures and stretching. This is not the yoga we're talking about. Yoga is the complete science, the documentation, the vehicles, the ways, the practices to which a spirit will reach union with God. So now, there are 4 kinds of yogas that have been laid out in the Bhagavad Gita, okay? 4 kinds of yogas. 1, 2, 3, 4. The most common one that's practiced by Hindus is Bhakti Yoga, okay? Bhakti Yoga is loving God, showing your love, showing your surrender to God, right? By going to mandir, offering flowers, doing puja, singing kirtan, bhajan, prayers, mantras. This is an act of love, an act of offering to God, right? This is what most Hindus practice, okay? So that will be fall under Bhakti Yoga. But the number 2 is what? It's Jnana Yoga, okay? Jnana Yoga means wisdom, knowledge, study of the scriptures, getting knowledge to study of the scriptures. So sometimes most of you maybe who are watching me because you've been going to mandir, you've been told to say all these prayers, but you don't really understand what you're saying, or you don't understand the connection, because for some people just loving God is enough. And for some people, there needs to be understanding. And that understanding is Jnana Yoga. It's study of the scriptures, study of the meaning of the words, the philosophy inside the Vedas, okay? So that's Jnana Yoga. What's the third one? Karma Yoga, okay? Karma Yoga is selfless service, is action in the world that serves the universe, that serves the world selflessly, without attachment. So what this kind of yoga, karma yoga, is doing but without expectation of any reward, okay? That burns your karma, okay? That's the act to which with no attachment, action with no attachment, burns your good and bad karma. The best karma that you can have is akarma, because in the Gita, Krishna says that even good karma will run out, and when your good karma runs out, what happens? Bad karma. So what you want to do is work, take action without attachment, and that kind of action is called akarma. It does not generate any karma, okay? And number 4 is Dhyana Yoga, okay? Dhyana yoga. Now, that doesn't mean bhakti is the bus, jnana is the plane. I was just giving some examples here. Don't come in the comments and be like, oh, jnana yoga will be faster. It doesn't matter. It's just a matter of your preference, right? What does your body, your organization resonate the most with, right? But for Dhyana yoga, we're gonna go into a deeper explanation. Okay, stay with me. It's very simple, and it's good to have that knowledge, to just have that understanding. Dhyana yoga is part of something called Raja yoga. Okay, Raja yoga is the yoga of kings, right? And Raja yoga is also called Ashtanga yoga. Okay, again, don't get confused by the Hatha Yoga Ashtanga. This is Ashta means eight, Anga means limbs or parts, right? So this Raja Yoga is broken down into eight parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, the first two are Yama and Niyama. This is what you should and what you should not do. This is like the moral compass. This sets the moral compass. What you should do in life, what you should not do. Like you shouldn't steal, you shouldn't kill, you should do like be disciplined, things like that, right? We're gonna cover that on another video, maybe sometime. After yama and niyama comes asana. Asana is usually hatha yoga. This is what most people know as yoga in the Western world, right? It is postures, it's working with your physical body. But what is the point of hatha yoga? What is the point of doing asanas? Okay, the point of doing asanas is so that you can stay in the sitting meditation for a long time without pain, in comfort, so that your body is strong enough, is enduring enough to stay, so that your spine stays straight. And what's the point of having your spine staying straight? Is so that the kundalini can move easily in your spine, right? So that's asana. After asana, what comes is pranayama. Okay, pranayama is what? Pranayama is control of your breathing. Okay, so Bastrika, Anulom Vilom, okay, Kapalbhati, these are practices that train your breathing, the control of your breathing, right? Okay, so after pranayama, what is next? It's pratyahara. Okay, pratyahara. What is pratyahara? Pratyahara is control of the senses. In the Gita, they say we have to restrain our senses because it is the senses that cause us to have desire, to have craving, right? You see something, you crave it. You taste something, now the mind is reminded for next time. You crave sugar again, let's say, right? You also, let's say you get cold, you feel cold, so now you want to run away from it. It causes a lot of attachment and aversions. Okay, so now after pratyahara, so once you're able to control the senses, what does that mean? That means that you're not distracted. Okay, when you're not distracted, what does that mean? That means you're able to concentrate. Okay, and when you're able to concentrate, that's dharana. Okay, that's concentration. It's like, yeah, without the distraction of the senses, it is concentration. And once you are able to concentrate, what can you do? You can meditate, you can control your mind. And what is meditation and mind control? Dhyana. Okay, all this explanation, if you're still watching, that's amazing. Okay, all this explanation to tell you how dhyana is connected in the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, this is what the dhyana Krishna is talking about. It is meditation and mind control. So now you know where dhyana sits in the Ashtanga yoga. And the last limb is samadhi. Samadhi is enlightenment. Okay, so these eight, the Raja Yoga is documented in the Patanjali Yoga Sutras. Okay, so now we know the what, the destination is God, and now we also know how to yoga, the 4 kinds of yoga described in the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so now you know exactly the purpose of life, and how to get there. This is what's laid out in Hinduism, okay? I hope this video made you a little more aware as a Hindu. Namaste. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.